There's an old adage in AA that says, if you always do what you've always done, you always get what you always got. And if we're going to change the trend, perhaps now is a time for us to ask different questions and to not change the faith or change the teachings, but to adapt to the culture and change the way that we approach the beautiful people that are before us. And if we're going to do that, we need a plan. And if we're going to do that, we don't just need any plan, we need a plan that is intentionally designed to help people grow in their relationship with God. You might say we need a strategic plan. Now, I know a lot of times when people hear strategic planning, they think of some big fancy business thing or corporate thing. Let me tell you about strategic planning in South Louisiana. Sugarcane farmers, strategic planners. You and I have driven by the sugarcane fields in South Louisiana, and we've noticed that in harvest time, that sugarcane farmers don't just come up with a plan to harvest from the south side to the north side. They study. They know the crop. They know the weather. They know the sucrose level in that crop, and they strategically, intentionally study where can they harvest with the greatest yield. And they might cut this and leave that and go plow there. See, sugarcane farmers, we know they're strategic planners. Fishermen, strategic planners. You don't just come up with a plan to go fishing on Saturday. You study the weather. You study the tide. Where's the moon? What's the weather been like? What's the wind look like? Is the marsh water going to be muddy or is it going to be clear? What's the water temperature? What are the feeding patterns of the fish? And in other words, you don't just come up with a plan to go fishing. You intentionally study so that your plan is proven to work and you catch some fish. So whether it's sugarcane or fish, we know in our culture that strategic planning works. And all strategic planning is coming up with a plan that is intentionally designed so that we can succeed. And that's what we want. That's where we're going right now together as a diocese with strategic planning. It's about our want. It's about how bad we want to stop the trend and to proclaim the gospel to people so that we can move forward together.